No, this one was another person. The person who picked his phone is not the person who he slapped. This one was a friend of mine. I said, as I'm talking to you, he's in zone 2 police station. I went there yesterday night. Still now, as I'm talking to you, a boy who didn't do anything, he just picked your phone and returned your phone. What you do was you send your men to go and block him at the road. Because he picked your phone, or you just feel to do him that he doesn't have his right, he doesn't know his rights. They messed him up. I wish I had the video, I would have showed you here. They messed him up.
Man, Danladi, Umar Danladi said that him you will call the IG and CP, that they are going to jail the boy for 50 years. It's only God that can, God, even God cannot even rescue the boy from his hand, only dead. That is to say that he want the boy to die.
That was exactly where he parked. And then this was where when he was coming in, he clamped this iron, this very iron here. And this was exactly place the security guy and him, they started having issue. They started beating the security. It was this place they started beating up the security guy. But this was a very thing here, that where he hit the pregnant woman that was about to enter the shop here. So that was where this whole thing started. And before he now drove and parked to this place, this very thing, that was where he parked. And then that was where he started beating up they started begging him, they started making mad, blabbing, saying all this and that he will do this. He will sentence the boy to 50 years imprisonment, and then even God will not help him. That was a particular thing. That was where it started. So, and then before we now go this way they now locked up the gates. That was what exactly happened.
Stations our boys to walk around, to arrange the cars so that they will be accessible in the plaza. Then the guard that will station at the car park, his name is Clement Sagwa. So a man drove a car, and when he came to the car park, then he was moved around that ring. He hit somebody, a pregnant woman. Then he went and parked roughly, and the security guard walked to him. Said, "Sir, please, the car was not parking well. Can you repark it properly?" Then the man stopped down from the car. When he came down, he walked straight and slapped a security guard. And when he slapped the security guard, the driver also came down. Both of them, two of them, they rushed him, fought him to the ground, they marched him. The man went to his car, ran to his car, and carried the iron to choke the boy, which is the security guard. Then one of the tenants ran, which is nearby, ran and collected the iron from the man's hand. That he's going to jail the boy over 50 years. Nobody, even if God come down, God cannot handle the issue except the dead that can remove the boy from the prison. The boy will be there over 50 years, except dead that can remove the boy from the prison. Then when the security man went down, they said, "Okay, let me apologize." He knelt down. At that place of knelt down, the driver came and struck him, slapped him, and also the man came, he used his own leg, he hit him on his mouth, which that the mouth tore and the blood rushed down. The boy fainted at them immediately. The security guard have to rush the boy. From that area, go and hide him in another place.
When we went to Zone 2, even at that police station where I went to see him, I was asking the boy, I said in question, "What do they say you do?" And the boy, even the policeman there now said, he said he should ask. That he just returned, he picked phone and returned to the, just like that. Just like that. They dealt with him as if even goats, they won't do him like that. Naked, stark naked. Look at the driver. his tongue was showing blue. That was to show that he was on high drug. It's roachy. That blue color is roachy. And I look at him, the way the guy speed was like following. I said, oh God, no wonder you people took drug. And that is why you just feel to drive anyhow and without looking. And the man was jerking and was saying, where's my phone? I'll close down this place. Where's my phone? He was just saying all sorts of things from his mouth and all that. He said that security, that he would jail him for 50 years. Even God will not. That's, what do they call his name? So-called judge or whatever. He said he would jail him 50 years. Even God will not. I say, what kind of heartless man is this? He was panting, shouting and all that, making noise and all that. Even the people, the very scene, those guys who was even at that scene, was even telling me, oh God, you don't supposed to do like that. So if assuming we allow you, you will remove that iron and you go and hit the ball. Because of you are a so-called big man and then we will run for you or that. You don't supposed to do like that. And the man was shouting. He said, this is that. Where is my phone? Where? Luckily enough, my friend was the one who picked the phone. But that very day, after that thing, the boy called him and said, sir, look at your phone. But do you know what that man did? This man sent DSS to go and pick this boy up in that night. They messed this boy up. Tearing his clothes. I went to see the boy in police station, zone 2, yesterday night. I went to see him. The boy was even the way they tortured him as if he's a criminal. If somebody could pick phone and then give you back the phone, do the person want to steal the phone?
But we were surprised that we heard that he was being pinpointed and being picked later in the day. Later in the day, specifically, I don't know if he threw objects directly to his car or to him. But picking him was not the best because he was innocent. He was innocent because the thing happened in a random place and there were so many persons. There were noise all about. But for him to come and be picked later, that means he was being pinpointed, and maybe you want to call that he was witch hunted. That was why they came after only him later and come and picked him.
He later returned. He didn't return it immediately. He later returned it when the whole place calm. He returned it to the man. But I was surprised that in the evening, somebody called me that those DSS still came and picked the guy.
They were shooting gun because when they came to pick him, the boys refused them to go with him because they knew that he was innocent. So that was why they were throwing objects to the security men. That was why those men began to shoot. And when they were shooting, the bullet and that gun sound scares people away.
Came down and gave a very dirty slap to the security man. So in the process, the security man returned the slap immediately to him, then started fighting. So in the process of fighting, I rushed with some other people to separate them. We saw some group of police coming. Even when the police arrived, the one that is acting like tout is still boasting, jumping. So one of the police that came with him was even telling him to keep quiet. If he tried to disturb you again, he will slap him. But he couldn't. The next thing, he just jumped on top of the Toyota. I said, I was just wondering, but how can this tout be with this man? And the man was acting, the one with suit and tie was acting abnormal, as if his sense wasn't. I said, no, something could be wrong. Security man to beg him, he knelt down and was begging. Then the man with mufti, with captain, slap the boy while he knelt down begging. And the one with suit and tie used his leg to march. So it was that time crowd saying, no, this is wickedness. Oh, they are not Biafra guys. There are so many tribes, Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, Igalas that are doing business here. Banex is a plaza. Then have a management that regulates the conduct and activities of all tenants. Everybody comes in here to shop. There is no evidence of such. It is a lie.
It was never people that are being labeled as the Biafra boys, because this is a marketplace. It's been mixed up by all tribes, because calling them a Biafra people is always labeled to the east. But this place is a marketplace that will have all tribes, all regions. Yeah, it was a mixed reactions, because it get to a point that even the boys here got pissed off when he was trying to assault the security man. That was why they have to react, and that reaction took place because of his own action. They were trying to hold him, but he was trying to resist persons holding him. That was why the market boys have to start throwing things at him and attacked him. And that guy that was picked later on, it was 6-7. The guy is one of us here in the market.
He came with the police people, 3 police people, to arrest him. The boy left. In the evening, he came with DSS outside the complex. They were shooting gun anyhow. They arrested him, and the boy was acting like, what happened? Before we knew anything, they naked him, they tore his clothes, and they forcefully take him. So people, the masses that came to like ask what happened, they were shooting around, nobody could come by the side of Yoruba mosques.
We sent him to the hospital, still in the hospital. So they are treating him. When he recovers, then we bring him back. It's a company that is responsible for the treatment. We have spent much amount of money. The money I had in my account, I wasted it all because of the issue. Right now, MD has spent huge amount of money about the issue. The boy is complaining that his mouth, the teeth, now they are running that as he hit the ground, his head hit one stone, which they have to run a brain scanning. Then his eyes now is not properly functioning anymore. The chest, everywhere is paining the boy. It has a problem in the spinal cord. Now we are even saying that if possible, if Nigeria hospital cannot handle well, we are flying him outside here. But if Nigeria hospital can handle him well, then we want the boy to survive. We don't want the boy to die in this case. We want to see us a less privileged to survive in this world. And it's not supposed to be happen. All fingers are not equal. So if you have survived, handle your own field, me, I'm hustling on how to feed my family, and they doesn't want to see us. So please, we want the government to handle the issue so that anywhere the big men in Nigeria are, so we, a less privileged too, we have our own right to survive in Nigeria. If not, if this issue cannot be handled, where the big men will continue to merciless and deal with the less privileged in Nigeria.